A Gay and a Non-Gay is a podcast from James Barr and Dan Hudson. They're like a lovely little couple, except they're not.
We have emoji cartoons that talk now.
Yeah, we do.
It's really strange. It's actually funny because when I hear our podcast, I am a subscriber. I imagine us moving.
Moving to where?
No, I imagine the emojis. And it's really strange because I now no longer... It's like I'm in a... Like when we're recording this, it's like I'm not me. It's like I'm not a character, but like I'm... I don't know, it's really strange.
Anyway, check
I
those
say
out.
stuff on here that I would never say in real life to anyone. We're really close, aren't we, Dan?
Anyway, welcome
I love freaking you out on the intro.
Welcome to the podcast.
It's really lovely, isn't it, this relationship? Welcome to A Gay and a Non-Gay.
Okay, welcome to all our new listeners. I thought...
Dan's so cute, he's written down a script.
No, what I've done is written down the bits that we never do that we should do.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
is basically say hi, so hello, all our
Hi,
listeners.
I'm James.
Hi, I'm Dan. What we really needed you to do, if you like this, is to leave us a review on iTunes.
You sound so terribly scripted, it's funny. You can tell that none of this is normally scripted because when you're reading that, you sound like you're reading it. Go on, read it. Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to interrupt your flow.
Okay,
go on, again.
I'm not looking at my script.
Do it again.
What I need is leave us a review on iTunes.
What? That's
Please.
not very personable, is it?
Lads.
I feel the same. I'm like, why should I comment? What? Just do your thing. Why'd you have to drag me into it? I don't want to comment on your podcast. I like it, but like, it's a lot of effort. I feel this. I know how you feel because I'm exactly the same. I can't be bothered. And people say, oh, can you vote for us in this awards thing? I'm like, oh, God, really? Do I have to? Do I have to leave a comment?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a lot of typing. I couldn't even be bothered to save your name in my phone.
Well, yeah, exactly.
A year ago. That's only 3 letters. So I understand the pain, but we'd really like it if you did.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was a really heartfelt beg.
Gay.
We've had some really nice reviews, Dan,
Yeah.
for our podcast. This is my favourite. I'd wrestle either one of these bears, and I think I'd win.
James and Talia, my girlfriend, his friend, are obsessed with this quote.
This is the reason
And I
why
think
Dan and I are together, because Dan's girlfriend was like, you two should do a podcast.
Yeah. And these two are obsessed with this quote. And I don't really...
I love it.
I don't think it's...
Well, firstly, I'm
That
offended because
clever.
I'm not a bear.
Well, neither am I.
I don't think I'm a... You are? I think you are a bear.
No, I'm not.
I think you are.
No, I'm not.
You even know what a bear is?
Yes, I do.
What's a bear? Okay, what's a bear?
It's like a gay bloke who's like big, which I'm not really,
And
and like has a beard and shit.
which
Yeah,
you do have.
Well, sometimes I have a beard, sometimes I don't.
You're looking very beary right now.
That's it. I just got a beard. If I shaved it off, you wouldn't be saying that.
And there's a picture of you wearing a T-shirt with a bear on it, which is pretty much the bear flag. You are a bear. Do you secretly sneak off to XXL on a Saturday night?
XXL?
The Bear Club.
No.
Have you ever been in the dark room?
No? I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what a room with the lights off is, but...
You don't know what a dark room is?
No.
Did you know that about gay clubs at all or not?
What? Did I know what? No.
Oh my God.
Should I guess what it is?
I don't know. I don't know if you... Yeah, okay, so, right. Firstly, there's a club in London called XXL, which I don't go to.
It's for...
It's got loads of bears.
It's for larger
with their
people.
tops off. Yeah, but there's also like there's a lot of younger people. It's very, very mixed, actually. It's very mixed. It's
Why is it
very
called
fun.
XXL?
Because I think it was originally a bear club about like celebrating larger bodies,
Right,
but now it's more for everyone.
right.
And it's great, actually, because everyone's very relaxed and it doesn't seem as competitive as other clubs or like Soho places or wherever where you have to be the best dressed or whatever, or like the poutiest. It's not quite like that. It's more just like having fun. It's everyone together. Anyway, and it has a dark room where you go and have sex in a club.
But you can't see the other person.
And right. And like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., the dance floor just empties because there's all the guys are just in the dark room or the garden, as it's called in that club.
So you literally can't see the person?
No. I mean, I think your eyes adjust to it. So you can see them.
Literally any hole is a goal.
Hey!
Oh my God, I have a question for you
Okay.
about non-gay sex.
Right.
Because I found this out yesterday. I was chatting to my friend Becca. Hi, Becca. And she was saying, and I can't believe it, but women don't have orgasms from penetration.
Right.
Becca was saying, I didn't know this. I didn't. I have non-gay questions and I need non-gay answers. Apparently, basically gay sex is better because women don't orgasm by having a penis in them. What is that? How is that possible?
Well, I'm not a woman, so I'm not really able to speak with any sort of authority. I think they don't necessarily, that doesn't necessarily happen, but it can happen and it does happen. But most of the time with most women, I'm led to believe it doesn't.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know the science behind it. Stop texting.
I'm Googling a picture of a clitoris. And I was accidentally doing it on the work Wi-Fi, and then a picture came up and I really freaked out. They don't check those things, do they?
I think it's the kind of thing they check if they want to fire you.
Oh, God. And the radar figures just came out. That's it for me, everyone.
Gay?
Yeah, okay. So women don't come through... That baffles me. I just thought you put the penis in and then a few, I don't know, 20 minutes later, boom. But apparently no. Okay, so that's quite rare.
It depends on the girl, but it's quite...
So how does it work? It baffles me, Dan, and you're not explaining it.
Well, I don't... I'm not supposed to bloody know.
And I just looked
I know
because you sleep with women, you're non-gay.
The headline, I understand, which I've explained, but the rest of it, I don't understand the science or anything. You'd have to get a non-man on the podcast to discuss that.
A non-man?
Can I say?
Well, man to man, I'm asking you. I don't know how it works. How does it work?
Well, what do you mean? How does it work?
So if you put your penis in someone, do you then have to do something else afterwards?
Yeah, essentially.
I don't understand it.
Have we talked about have you
No.
with a woman?
No.
I feel like we have.
I don't know if
Do
we
have
have.
that, was
but
that in IRL?
I don't know. Perhaps we did.
So
but-
you must have you kissed a girl?
Yeah.
Have you? What are you doing?
I'm still Googling this picture of a clitoris.
Why?
Because this guy's made a 3D printer version of a clitoris and it's really interesting. And I was looking at it yesterday and I was like, wow, this is really interesting because...
What, like a porn aid?
Well, no, it just looks like a flower. Like it actually looks like a flower. Look,
Let's have a look.
this one looks like sausages.
Looks like a banana skin. What is the purpose of that?
I guess it's a science thing to show people how they work. But my friend was like, it's the bit sticking up that's the bit you need to do something with. Not in the air. The bit in the air, not the bit... Which I guess is why some vibrators have like little rabbit feet on them.
I've got no idea.
God, if you were a dad, you'd be the worst right now. You're not answering any of my questions.
What are your questions?
I just don't know how it works. I'm just intrigued.
Neither do I.
You don't know how non-gay sex works. If I was to say, okay, right, this will never happen in a million years. But if I was to say to you, all right, Dan, I think I got it all wrong. I want to have sex with a woman. I don't know how to do it, Dan. Can you talk me through it? Number one, what's the first thing? Because I know from a gay sex perspective, if the other person doesn't come, I'd feel guilty, like I hadn't. So I'd want to be sure that I did that. And if I was just penetrating a woman and that's not how she, then I wouldn't know how to do it.
I don't know how to answer your question or how to get out of this conversation.
Why? Why are you being so awkward?
Well, I don't
so awkward.
You're like, how does it work?
Well, I don't know
how do you think it works.
I don't know. I just told you about something I didn't know before. I also didn't know there were 3 holes. I really didn't. I didn't know that. I thought it was just 2, like a bum and a vagina. But it turns out there's a pee hole.
Oh, God.
I didn't know, Dan. No one told me.
So your friend Becca has filled you this, or did you get that from other?
No, Becca. I don't understand. It's funny watching you be really weird about it.
I don't fully understand.
So can you go in the pee hole?
No.
What would happen if you did?
I don't know.
Can you? Would it fit?
I guess it depends how big it is, or how small.
This is so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Should we move on?
Dan and James have quietly built one of the most fundamentally nice and funny podcasts in Britain.
Yeah.
Radio Times.
But they wish they hadn't written that.
Hey!
Okay, you obviously are incapable of answering my question, so let me just give you a multiple choice. Is it A, that why are you, do you just feel awkward?
What about what?
About answering these questions.
I don't fully. You're asking a ridiculous question though.
But I don't know they're ridiculous. I don't know they're ridiculous because I've not been there.
But it's like saying, how does eating work? Or like,
No, it's not.
How does...
I told you about douching. The least you can do is explain how the clitoris works. Share your knowledge. Right. So, A, do you like go in for a bit and then come out and then like push it up against the other bit to like make it do its thing? B, do you just rub a bit, do lots of like oral and then push it in, then you finish and then you like lick again to like make it do its thing? Or C, do you I don't know, just like let her do it?
I guess it's B.
Right. Interesting.
This is awful conversation. This isn't awful.
I feel really ill.
Okay, should we move
I'm
on?
definitely gay.
Back to this bear thing.
So I have another question. No, I do have another question. Does that mean that you would taste your own in that situation?
I wouldn't know. Because I don't know what it tastes like, do I?
I just drank water at exactly the wrong moment.
But I don't. I've got no idea what it tastes like. What does it taste like?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should move. I feel gross. I don't know if this is... Should we put this out? It seems really wrong.
It feels a bit much.
Why is it acceptable to talk about gay sex on here and that doesn't seem gross, but then as soon as we talk about...
I don't know.
Because it doesn't seem...
But it is.
Why does that seem okay? Yet when we decide to talk about non-gay sex, it's like really... It's too much. It's like feels too much.
I don't know.
Interesting. Back to bears. Back to the bears. So which one are you if you're not a bear?
So, where are you on the bear scale?
The bear scale. Well, I'm not a bear.
Well, no, I guess not.
Like,
what are
like
you?
you said, bears are like overweight and hairy. I'm a twink.
A twink?
I think so. I like to say you're probably a bear or a cub. A cub is like pre-bear. Sugar cubs, muscle cubs, and sub. They're very sub. You're very submissive. You're bottom.
I was in the cub scouts. So you're a twink, which is self-centered.
Oh my god! Did you just Google that?
Well, I don't know what it is, do I?
What does it say?
It says
Self-centered.
self-centered, usually between 18 and the mid-20s. So you're a half twink.
Because I'm not self-centered, you mean?
Gay.
I hate this sort of like categorization of people.
Types.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, yeah, do you know think it's awful?
I do, actually,
It's like,
yes.
oh, you either this or you're that. Well, fuck off, I'm not anything.
I do agree, yeah.
Like, who the fuck came up with these? Like, which elected body decided that we're going to put these people into all these boxes?
Well,
Because
I think...
there's so many of them that you eventually go, like, you know, there's enough variations of them to fit everyone.
I
But
haven't...
not in it, and that's not a good thing.
Are you talking about in the LGBTQ plus community?
I'm talking about this list of like...
Of bears, cubs...
Yeah.
I haven't researched what I'm about to say, so I'm not sure I'm 100% correct. But there's this thing called Polari, which is like old gay speak, when being gay was illegal.
Yeah.
And right now we're celebrating an anniversary of it being legalized. I think it's 50 years since it was made unillegal.
67, I think. So,
And... which is amazing, how great that this country is celebrating that this year.
yeah.
But I think before that, because it was illegal, gay men used a secret language to talk about stuff.
Right.
So
it's come from that.
right, so like
Okay.
queens and things like that is all part of Polari. And there's another word called Vada, which is one I seem to remember, which is like, oh, Vada, dear, which meant like, oh, look over there, dear, there's someone hot.
Right.
And I think... maybe possibly bears, cubs, all that kind of thing has come from that.
Right, okay.
Because twink was definitely one of them.
But still...
Because it was easier to say that because then people wouldn't know what you were talking about. So in a way, yeah, I do think types are wrong, But that's where I think it's come from. And actually, in a way, we should probably celebrate those terms. And then we don't have to use them anymore. But there's obviously a big hangover, and we are using them, especially on like dating apps and stuff. And on dating apps, it says like no carbs, no bears, or no twinks, or no blacks, or no Hispanics, like no Asian. Yeah, you get this: no fat, no thin, no one over 30, no one under 20. Like there's all this. People post those things on dating apps. It's really horrible. If I saw that, I mean, I'm not on dating apps now, but if I did, I would immediately not be interested. I would block them or so, because I just think that is so awful. I also think what world are these people living in? But Dan, you don't understand. There's quite a lot of inverted hatred that gay people put on themselves. There's like a lot. We kind of, because we've been hated on so much and had such a difficult time. Yeah. As a community, there's a lot of inverted homophobia. But what, if you're just alienating all different types of groups, what, because they don't fit your particular, like, oh, I only like, that's a horrible way to look at the world. Yeah. And to look at people and be like, oh, that guy's black or that guy's Hispanic. Totally. Like, it's one thing saying, I don't want... Or Asians or anything like that, yeah. It's everything, like gingers. I've had that too, because I'm ginger. It's like no gingers, no this, or whatever. There's a lot of hate. That's really awful. I know, it's really awful. It's a horrible place. I mean, I do have no Trump voters on my Airbnb profile, but that... Oh, that's fair enough. That's totally fine. That is totally justified. I do get a lot of Americans are like, we're not Trump voters. I wonder if we've got any Trump voters listening to this. Well, if they are, I would like to say this to them. I'd love to get them on. No, you know what? I can understand different people's opinions, political, etc. Like, you don't know why people vote the way they vote. I would never hate. I would actually, although I just joked and said that's fine, I would never really victimize someone on their voting. No. I think that's wrong. But I understand what your point is. You're saying, I'm a liberal person. Please don't be the opposite of that. Yeah. Maybe that's a better way of writing it. It's a little bit more specific than that, because it's like, it's my house. It's also for their own benefit. It's like, you won't like my house. And there's a difference between a Trump voter and a Trump supporter, firstly. If you're a Trump supporter and you support the things that he does... That's very true. Then you won't want to be in my house, which, by the way, is covered in, like, Hillary Clinton. Lads. Dan? Yes? What are we doing now? Shall I talk about how I'm the 86th gay bachelor in the world, according to Attitude magazine? Or is now not the time? Do you want to do that later? So James emailed that he wants to talk about, and I quote, I'm Mr. Number 86. I am Mr. Number 86. So, I mean, this is like weeks old now, but... What do you mean it's weeks? It's not old, it's a yearly thing. We didn't get around... for a whole year. Yeah, but it's been... Well, okay, it came out at the beginning of May, but it's very much a now thing. A bit like Barry Manilow. I didn't know why you thought that was funny. Didn't he come out at the beginning of May? Anyway. Why are you so obsessed with Barry Manilow coming out? I'm not. You really are. No, you literally bring it up all the time. Do you have like a man crush on Barry Manilow? No, not at all. Do you fancy Barry Manilow? No, I don't. I really don't bring it up all the time. I brought it up this is the second time I brought it up, because it's like relevant to this podcast. You bring it up all the time. Anyway, James is number 86 in the most eligible gay bachelors in the world. In the world. In the world. I was looking at this list earlier. I've never heard of the majority of people on it. What's your point? Well, I'm just questioning the validity, the legitimacy. Thank you, of this my position. Yeah. Why do you have to do that? Why can't you just be happy for me? Well, no, I am. What are you saying about the other people on it? Foremostly, but secondly, it's just like who are the people at the top three? Okay, name them. So who's Steve Grand when he's at home? Steve Grand is an all-American singing. He's a singer. Okay, he's a queer singer. Number 2 is Aminai Fonua. That's right. He's an Olympian, right? And Charlie Carver from Teen Wolf is number 1. I did not know he was gay. Well, that's anyway, a fall for Simon Dunn. He was at number 1 a few years ago. Now he's at 52. Well, where are you hoping? Chart drop. Where are you hoping to be? Katy Perry. Where are you hoping to be in next year's? I can't believe Graham Norton's single. Is he, or is he just for the purposes of this? Daddy, I don't know. How do they confirm this? Anyway, look, I'm 86. Just be happy for me, okay? Who cares? Yeah. Who cares who's around me? I'm 86.
Anyway, James wanted to talk about that. So...
Yeah, so have you changed my number in your phone to 86 yet?
no, I haven't done
From
that.
James to 86.
Okay.
You know, I haven't actually, like, no one's, I don't know if it's really working. I haven't really had much of a take up since I've become the 86th hottest gay man in the bachelor in the world. Like, I would have thought there'd be like a queue of people.
But there's not.
No.
Maybe
I'm not even sure anyone slid into my DMs. It's a bit like, oh.
Maybe that's more of a top. Well, I mean, if people are looking to date one of these people, you're quite low down the list, aren't you? So I'm sure like numbers 1 to 40 are probably getting a take up. But you've probably got to climb. You're only just in there, so...
I don't know if I'm just in there. I'm 86.
Well...
It's pretty high.
So you're number 86 in the legible... Well, there's a number of caveats. One, it's gay. So if it was 86, 86 bachelors, irrespective of sexual preference...
Right.
That would be impressive.
Fuck you. What are you saying? That there aren't that many gay people anyway, so I'm...
Well, it's a smaller pool.
Small pickings.
It's a smaller pool.
Don't call it small pickings.
It's a smaller pool of people,
That's
isn't
still a massive achievement.
All right. Yeah, well, no, fine.
86 in the world. There's quite a lot of gay...
Stop saying in the world.
Why? It's important that you know that, because there's a lot of gay people in the world.
I remember when Marge Simpson got like number 40 in the sexiest women list in FHM.
Are you what? Are you saying I'm Marge? What are you saying?
Nothing. On a related note.
Stop.
I remember when that happened.
How?
She was just...
How did that happen?
Well, she was voted it.
Wait, did you ever...
hang on.
Did you used to wank over FHM when you were younger?
No.
Don't lie.
No, I didn't.
Did you not? I bet some people did. Would you have ever wanked over...
No.
If you want more, subscribe at gaynongay.com or on iTunes or, whoever your favourite podcast supplier is. Kisses. Mwah.